Hello, everyone.
Hello, folks.
Been a while since we've talked to you face to face or something like that. Been a while since you've seen our beautiful faces. We just got back a couple days ago and we're still editing. We got back from Powhatan State Park in Powhatan, Virginia. It's a campgrounds that we go to. It's kind of our fallback because it's close to where we live. Uh, we drive what, about an hour?
About an hour.
Yeah,
And it's a new park.
yeah, and we love the way it's laid out. So anyway, we went to that, and when we got halfway there, it started raining. I mean, torrential rain. You'll see that in the video. It's hard to see going down the highway. When we got there, the site we had was a good site. It was a pull through site, but it was right out in the sun. Uh, some of them down there are like that. Some of them have really good shade, but it's a mix. There really isn't a bad site there. So also we did a walkthrough of the campsites. That'll be a video of itself because it's kind of long, and I'll give we'll give our critique of the campsite, good or bad, each site. But really isn't a bad one there. There's some better than others. But let's see what else we do. We
Well,
got notes, by the way.
we went to visit the Courthouse Square area and ate at a restaurant.
Yeah, the restaurant was a county seat. We'll have that in a video. You'll see all of the wonderful restored buildings down there and some of the history behind the courthouses themselves, or the courthouse building and the buildings around it. We also went to a vintage, antique, whatever shop. Had a lot of vendors in it that had some really good products. Uh, Good people that ran it. But you'll see that in a video. And let's see, we also went.
We went to the orchid greenhouse as well, which,
Yeah,
if it was hot in the campground, it was much hotter inside those greenhouses.
yeah. Every one of the greenhouses has a big thermometer up on the wall, and it was 100 and so degrees because orchids love it where, tropical plants, they love it where it's hot. So we tolerated it. Come to find out, the fellow that ran the place and I have a lot in common. We rescue orchids. For folks that don't know it, I take orchids that people have decided they want to throw out or otherwise can't do anything with, and or don't have time, and I bring them back to life. I've got quite a couple of them, and we bought some while we were down there. Like I didn't have enough, but anyway, that was a lot of fun. He was a character, so you'll love the video that we did with him. I actually let him talk. Uh, he's a character, and we interviewed him, or I interviewed him. Where else was it?
Well, we did a short drive around the chapel that was just outside of the park.
Right.
And you have released a video on that, a quick video.
Yeah, that little church has always fascinated me. It's I've seen it in several stages of disrepair as they were putting it back together, and it glows. It's so white and well taken care of. So I know people probably think I got something for chapels and churches and things, but maybe I do. But hey, it's something something we like to look at and deal with. So we got notes here. Our next upcoming trip is to Pocahontas. We've been to this campgrounds also, and we'll see some of the sights and all around there. Um, we've uh, we've enjoyed going to this campgrounds, and it's a newer campground also. So we'll have a video at some point on that. But guess that's about it.
I think so. Just pray for cooler weather and sunshine. And
Yeah,
we will be getting some of these smaller videos out as well.
Yep. They're being edited almost as we speak. I took a break from some of the editing. Takes a little bit. What's kind of a surprise to us. I should have done a little more research, but it takes a little bit to edit a video, to not only shoot it, but to get it all together and to put it into some kind of a decent story. So anyway, until we talk to you guys next, we'll be out making content, and maybe I'll do a couple little DIY stuff that I've got in here that I've been doing to the motorhome. Got to look at a cell booster at some point. Where we were lucky, by the way. Powhatan State Park worked well with our T-Mobile, so yeah,
that's the first time we've had that happen. Most of the time, we're very lacking on any cell signal, and
yeah, there's no Wi-Fi, and
no,
unless you got some kind of hotspot on your phone or something, you're sunk.
So
but
work on that.
Yeah, we're working on that. That's in the process. So till next time, there's always a great day to have an adventure. All right, let's try this one more time. There's always a great day to have an adventure. We're going to get this right sooner or later.
Thanks, folks.
Y'all take care. Bye. You've got to be kidding. Who ordered the rain?
Not me. Hopefully it will be a fast-moving storm.
Yeah, at least it's cooling things off. But I wasted my time giving this thing a bath.
And washing windshields.
Yeah, and washing the windshield. But it needed it on the inside anyway.
You're being very positive.
Yes. Hey, I don't care. We're going camping.
Yay.
Yay. I just don't want any wind.
No.
No crosswind, please.
Wind can be a showstopper.
Yeah, it just makes things real interesting.
I thought it was going to get better, but I think it got worse.
Yeah, it did. Everybody slowed down, thank God.
Yeah.
Except that idiot.
I've seen two like that.
Okay, Garmin, save video. Man, he's about ready to push that van. Ain't no sense in that.
Just puts everyone in harm's way.
Yeah, great big wide tires on that jacked up truck. You know it hydroplanes. It doesn't take much water to make a big tire like that float. Speed he's going. Probably young.
Or just in a hurry. Whoa, horse.
Got a little bit of thunder rolled in there.
Just a
And lightning.
tad.
Thunder and lightning.
I don't like it.
And it's frightening.
Yes, neither does George.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the storm's over and the sun's coming out. Man, hey, had some rain here.
That's a good sign that we're almost at the campground.
Yeah. As always, I don't care what, there's always a narrow little unlined piece of road right before campgrounds. You gotta have your campground road everywhere we've been. Here comes the car the other way.
One of the most narrow parts of the road.
Yeah, those mailboxes.
Yeah.
Man, it washed mud and everything else out the road. Almost there.
Hey.
Steam rising off the road.
That just means the sun will come out and it will be nice and hot.
Okay, Garmin, take a picture. This is our site. It is really long. It's got a little slant to it, to the right in this picture or video, but then it levels out pretty good along about where you would park a rig. But it's big enough. You had some people with you that had a tent, or you could even kind of back a pop-up camper down in here too. I don't think they would mind any. You might have to pay whatever extra for a visitor. As you can see, the road then site then goes on out to the street, or to the campground road, the hard surface. Yeah, it's a good sized site. With one small drawback: we're in the sun. But can't have it perfect, but it's pretty nice, pretty good site. Powhatan State Park, Powhatan, Virginia. That's a long way to climb back out of here. That water sure looks inviting. Be a good place for a kayak. We just passed some folks coming out of here, coming up the steps, that had been tubing. So they were, I don't know where they put in at, but they looked like they were all having some good times. Yeah. This is at Powhatan State Park. Okay, you don't have to tell me but once that this is a sensitive habitat area. Yeah, I'm sensitive to poison oak and poison ivy and all the other stuff, and snake bites that you would find back in there. So yeah, I don't think the sign was really necessary, but there may be somebody dumb enough to go back up in there. Looked like there was a trail or something at one time, but Yeah, I understand. You won't catch me going in there. Picnic area. And we've got bathrooms and kids play area and another picnic area. Also have grills and things there too. And this is probably the one shot that a lot of people omit when they go through campgrounds and take video footage, but it's an important part. This is at Powhatan State Park, and they have probably one of the widest, best laid out. The only way I can compare it is if anybody's been to any of the newer camp or state parks in Ohio, this would be right in par with them, except they don't have the hoses hanging up for you, but like at Alum Creek, I think. Anyway, talk too much about the dump station, but plenty of room. This is right at checkout time. It's on a Friday, so there's not a lot of people coming out, so we're not very busy. And they have dumpsters. So anyway, this is the dump station at Powhatan State Park, Powhatan, Virginia.